there. I know I have not been as active as I should be, but I have a good reason. Life. And I've just been running around doing a lot of stuff and helping out, planning all that good shit. And I've just gotten so caught up in my routine that the thought of making a video has completely slipped my mind. A few months back, I made a video about Kanye. Matter of fact, I made a letter to Kanye in the form of one of my favorite YouTubers, the Nowhere Man. Now, this time, I plan on starting a new series in the form that's been inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Giant Riella, who is currently slogging through that abomination crapped out by Onision, entitled "This Is Why I Hate You." I will post the link to either her channel or the playlist so that you all can watch it and join in our suffering together. But right now, I'm going to introduce you all to another author that I feel deserves all the mockery he can get. For those of you who aren't aware, this author is quite the fixture on a website called literotica.com, which is basically exactly what it says on the tin. And this author's name is Samuel X, who is, for lack of a better word, a flat-out raging megalomaniac. The one good thing I will say is that he does cover different genres. He has a different story for each of the genres on Literotica. The only difference is they're all the fucking same. So, without further ado, I'm just going to read you one of the stories that he's written, entitled "Anal Sex Made Her Popular." Yes, that's the title. I wish I could say this was a joke, but unfortunately I can't. My name is Monica Tarrant. I'm a student at Mandrake College in Chicago, Illinois. It's a 4-year private, previously all-female institution of higher education. These days, it's a place that's going through lots of changes. I moved to Illinois from Boston for my education. Mandrake College is home away from home. It's also the setting of most of my adventures. A lot of my fellow students are upset about some of the changes happening on campus. They would rather keep Mandrake College an all-female club. I think it's about time Mandrake College faced the winds of change. Having men on campus will enhance the quality of education, not weaken it. Okay, that last sentence, I'll agree. Men and women together men and women can learn together on campus. There are some people that would prefer to go to same-sex colleges, and that's totally fine. I'm just one of those people who just feels a lot more comfortable around both men and women. But let's continue. Last year, the Mandrake College Board of Administrators decided to allow male students to enroll at the school. Many among the faculty and student body had an uproar. Honestly, I don't know what the fuss is about. I guess having men around makes the feminists feel nervous. Because as we all know, feminists don't give a shit about equality or anything like that. No, they just want to be all about women and women only. They don't want men to invade their bastion of female privilege. Whatever the fuck that is. Give me a break. The only reason I enrolled at Mandrake College is because they offered me an athletic scholarship. I would have preferred to attend Boston College or Northeastern University if they weren't knocking on my door. Yeah, woe is you. I mean, it's not enough that you're actually attending an accredited college. No, you're just not attending the college you want. See this? World smiles violin for you, sweetheart. Division I colleges and universities rarely pay attention to small-town high school sports stars. I mean, why would they? I don't know much about sports either because sports bore the crap out of me, but if I was a recruiter from a Division I college or university, my best bet would be to gravitate towards somebody or a school that's best known for, you know, churning out athletes of prestige. I'm pretty sure that they actually have a process that they go through. Seriously, even though I attend a rich white school, I haven't forgotten where I came from. I'm from the hood, down in Dorchester, Massachusetts. I played basketball for Dorchester High School. As a 6'1" heavyset black female with some quick motion and great skills, I got some notice. Mandrake College was a school with a Division II intercollegiate athletics program. They offered some pretty cool scholarships. Originally, they had, you know what, I'm not going to list the names of all these sports because last time I checked, this was a story, not an advertisement. With the arrival of the male students on campus, they were forced to diversify their athletics departments. Forced, I tell you, they were forced! By adding men's varsity sports. Mandrake Sports now offers men's intercollegiate sports that I'm not even going to mention because, like I said, story, not advertisement. Leave that to the website and focus on telling us your story. Okay? Man, I gotta tell you, the first time I saw the football players practice on the brand new football field in all caps, by the way, I was elated. I've always had a thing for sexy black studs and football gear ever since high school. What can I say? I am one of those females who follow college and professional football religiously. I used to play football with the guys in my hood when I was younger. I'm just going to stop right here and I'm just going to say there is a huge difference between women who just happen to like quote unquote male oriented things and women who just completely crap all over feminine things in favor of, masculine things. So far we haven't gotten to the crapping on so far we haven't gotten to the latter yet, so I'm just gonna be neutral and keep on staying neutral. That was before I discovered my love of basketball. Anyway, I was glad to see some diversity on campus. All the athletes I knew last year were white and female. Cal horror. I'm one of 3 black females on the women's basketball team. This year, we had some new male athletes, many of whom were black males. Lots of young black men on the football, basketball, and cross-country teams. That's what's up. Yeah, I liked seeing so many young men on campus. The only thing that bugged me was the fact that so many of the young black male students were going out with white chicks. I'm not jealous, so she says. It's just that I'm the biggest supporter of black male college student athletes. If they knew how covertly prejudiced their so-called white girlfriends were, they'd have a fit. Yes, I mean, how dare they choose to date somebody because they have the same different skin color? The horror! The motherfucking horror. In the women's locker rooms, the skinny white chicks, because as we all know, only white chicks are supposed to be skinny, they're always going on and on about black males and their penis size. What the hell? Females are always saying they don't like to be considered sexual objects if they turn around and do it to men. Bunch of stinking hypocrites. Really, who talks like this? Who even talks like this? I hated a whole lot of them. That's why for most of my life, my friends have been men. Men don't judge you or play mind games. They were easier to get along with and simpler. I'm down with the brothers, so why were they ignoring me? Maybe because you're a judgmental pain in the twat? Maybe because you're one of those people who just crossed into the hate females in favor of males thing. And what is this crap about men don't judge you or play mind games? Yeah, I'm pretty sure David wasn't playing mind games when he completely screwed over Bathsheba's husband so he could have her to herself. I mean, I'm pretty sure Adolf Hitler wasn't screwing over the Jews, and, I'm also sure that Pol Pot and all the other and every other guy, every other male historical figure in history wasn't playing mind games while they were screwing over the lives of other people. But no, no, keep making yourself out to be the special little snowflake, Mary Sue. I mean, whatever your name is. I'm not the kind of woman who's easily missed. I stand 6 foot 1 inch tall, broad shouldered, and heavy set, as previously effing indicated in the second or third paragraph. I've been big my whole life. I was a big girl and now I'm a big woman. Tall and thick with large breasts, wide hips, and a big ass. What the guys from the hood call a bubble butt or a ghetto booty. That's me. You're also one of many women who meet these physical characteristics, myself included. But you know what I'm not doing? I'm not friggin' broadcasting it out. I let it do the broadcasting for me. Anywho, I miss the guys from the hood. They like big women and they know how to make a sister feel good. Man, I remember the good loving I got from those fine looking brothers in the hood. So, why have you gone? Another thing that bugs me, of many, is who why people who attend a college that's completely different from where they grew up, and they're shocked to find that there are people different from them. That's the whole point of college. That's the whole point of, ugh. I am probably going to start rambling, so let me just get done with this story right now. These tall, muscular, jet black, long-haired studs with the physiques Olympic athletes would envy. No, they wouldn't. The street ball stars, the ebony pimps, and ghetto thugs. In other words, living, breathing stereotypes. No, wait. I don't mean the stereotype black man. You just did in the last sentence. It's just that there's an aura of mystery, power, and raw sensuality around so many of them. Whether the black man in question is a businessman, an accountant, a lawyer, a judge, a teacher, or a pastor, there's something else. The sexiest and most masculine man who ever lived. Gosh, I sure missed home. Then go back. Who the hell's stopping you? College life was not what I thought it would be. No shit, really? The sexy black studs are ignoring the sisters who stand by them through thick and thin and choosing to be with white broads instead. Kill me now, why don't you? Yeah, woe is you. I guess finding another guy or going to another campus to find another guy that may or may not be interested in you is too much like right. But what the hell do I know? I was feeling desperately lonely. Yes, females get lonely too and get sexually starved as well. Many women claim they don't need sex. Birthplace? Yeah. Take it from me, a fictional walking Mary Sue. They're lying. Why else do you think the sex toy industry makes more money than both men's and women's professional sports every year? Because sex sells. Nothing more, nothing less. Tons of sexually starved women take matters into their own hands in more ways than one. Well, I'm going through the mother of all dry spells. The batteries in my vibrator are all burned out. There's no other way to say it, so I'm just gonna come out with it. I need a man. Yes, I need a man. I need a man right here. Anyway, I desperately need a man. I want a big, strong man to come over, sweep me up, throw me on bed, and fuck my brains out. I want him to throw me on all fours, grab my hair, and smack my big ass and fuck me silly. If he can do all that over and over again, I will sing his praises for the rest of that. I will sing his praises till the rest of my days. Word up. Would you also sing about the electric while you're at it? My black knight in shining armor came in the form of a 6'3", 250-pound, all-American black stud muffin Why do authors always try to use all American to describe looks or something? Jason. Anyway, All American Black Stud Muffin. Jason. Jason with a Y, by the way. Slade. Quarterback of the all-new varsity football team of Mandrake College. My prayers are answered. We met at a post-game party. My roommate Cecilia, a skinny blonde chick, has a crush on just about every black man she meets and dragged me to the party. There I was, wearing a black tank top and an uncomfortable, too-tight, short red skirt. I've never been that comfortable at parties. So I guess turning down the invitation would be too much, like, right? Oh, right, I forgot. This is a Samuel X story. By the way, I'm just gonna come let y'all know right now. There's gonna be a crap load. There's gonna be a crap load of slut shaming, skinny shaming, anyone who isn't black shaming. It will be prevalent. And depending on how the reception night, and depending on how I feel, I will probably, but definitely, start a series on this, and I will just read these out just for your amusement and mine. I usually end up in a corner by myself, listening to music and not talking to anybody. That's when he approached me. Nah, the tall, gorgeous black college football stud, as previously friggin' indicated once more. Why? He introduced himself to me with a bright smile and a handshake. I smiled and shook his hand. He asked me why I wasn't having a good time. We began talking. I didn't really pay attention to what Jason was saying. I was admiring his handsome face and fine athletic body. Damn, he was fine. A genuine chocolate stud. Holy crap! Hey guys, did you know that this guy is friggin' gorgeous and he's also chocolate and he's a stud? Because this is like totally my first time reading about this, you know? The African American masculine fantasy symbol. What lots of women and gay men dream about. I don't know about you, but I usually dream about a guy who I can connect with mentally, emotionally, physically. I mean, he doesn't exactly have to be black, he just has to be real. He just has to be sane. But that's just me. I was uncharacteristically bold that night, flirting with him and all that. Didn't you just said that you're not comfortable at parties, and now all of a sudden Mr. Gary Perfect Musclehead Stew just traipses on over you, on over in a cloud of Axe or whatever the F, and now you just want to be all super sassy? Really? We danced in the living. He seemed to like it. We danced in the living room among the other black football studs and their lily white girlfriends. Okay, we get it. You're not a fan of black and white people getting together. Newsflash, it's been happening for the longest time, and it's always gonna. God damn it. It's always gonna happen. So just deal with it. I was having such a good time with Jason that I didn't care. As we danced, I ground my ass against his groin. He seemed to like it. As for I felt something poking me. I wonder what the something could be. He smiled. Good to know I still had it. When he whispered into my ear if I wanted to continue this somewhere else, I nodded. Hand in hand, we left the house party and headed to Jason's school. It was so unreal. I didn't usually do things like that. But keep in mind that I was going through the mother of all dry spells and chicks got needs too. Jason and I began kissing and feeling each other up before we reached his dorm. When we got there, all hell broke loose. I kissed Jason, then began undressing him. He laughed and said that I was really aggressive. I laughed too and soon had him stark naked. I gasped when I saw his body. The man looked more than good. He looked fine. He looked amazing. He looked angelic but wicked too. Okay, seriously? We get it. He's hot. You think he's hot. Can you please stop reiterating it every 5 seconds? Please? Anywho, and his dick. Oh my gosh. Jason smiled and held his dick in his hand. I tentatively reached for it. It was so long and thick and also uncut. I didn't mind. I liked dick, natural or otherwise. Jason kissed me and told me to give his cock some love. Oh yeah, real sexy there. Nothing more sexy than a guy telling you to get over here and worship his other part like there's no tomorrow. Yeah. I didn't need to be told twice. It had been so long since I tasted dick. I slowly took his cock into my mouth. He was so long and thick that I couldn't get all of it, but I tried my best. Jason smiled as I attempted to work most of his dick into my mouth. He caressed my head, murmured words of encouragement to me. I sucked the sexy black stud's cock and licked his balls. Jason moaned in pleasure. I flicked my tongue over his dickhead and watched him sigh and nod. I continued and gently stroked his balls while sucking him. Oh yeah, I still knew how to work it. Jason? Typo. Was trying to hold back, but I could tell he was dangerously close to blasting his cum. I knew what would take him over the edge. Without warning, I shoved my finger into his ass. That caught him by surprise. His eyes widened, and I flicked my tongue over his dickhead some more. That did it. The black studs came, and like a flood, loads of cum rushed out of his cock. I gulped it all down. Then I licked my lips and wiped my mouth with the back of my hand. I looked up at him. Was my lover satisfied? He had a glazed, happy expression in his eyes. I took that as a yes. Jason looked happy. Why wouldn't he be? I had just rocked his world. He had me lie down on the bed and spread my legs. Uh-oh, was he going to do what I thought he was going to do? When he brought his face close to my groin, I knew the answer. A resounding yes. Really? I could have sworn it would be a resounding no or a fuck no at that. Jason gently spread my pussy lips and breathed in the smell of me. Lucky for both of us, I kept my pussy smelling clean. Hey, never know where we might have some visitors, know what I mean? He began to probe me with his tongue and surprisingly nimble fingers. I gently rubbed his head, urging him to go on. The man definitely had skills. His fingers slid in and out of my pussy, and his tongue flicked over my clit, driving me wild. Man, this guy was good. Definitely a graduate of the International School of Advanced Pussy-Licking Studies. What? He could have been its valedictorian. Again, what? He continued to work me up until I felt, what is it? That tingle from deep inside, that slow build-up of generally signals and earth-shattering orgasm. Like a flood, it came pouring out of me in a big gush. Which doesn't really sound all that great now that I think about it. I screamed as an amazing orgasm rocked my body, and for the first time in my life, my pussy squirted. Yes, it squirted hot, girly cum. How the hell is cum can be hot and girly? What the fuck? It was that fucking good. I lay on the bed trying to catch my breath. Jason lay next to me, smiling. I looked at him amazed. I was more than amazed, actually. I was shocked, stunned, dazed, astonished. Got any other? Somebody must have ran out of adverbs. Completely overtaken by the sexual ability. He grinned and told me that I hadn't felt anything yet. I smiled, wanting to take him up on his offer. He asked me if I was sexually adventurous. What do you think I said? No, I'm totally chaste and pure, and I want to save myself to marriage. Good. What we tried next isn't something I'm usually into, but that night was so wild I would have tried anything at this point. Hey, you only live once, know what I mean? Yes, I do know what you mean, unfortunately. And so does Drake. And all the other droolies to follow. But anywho. And it was that I got talked into trying anal sex. I got on my hands and knees, butt sticking up. Jason got me ready. First, he grabbed a bottle of lube from his nightstand and poured some of the contents in his hands. He rubbed it on his cock and against my asshole. I gasped. It felt cold. Then he told me he was ready. I nodded. I was ready too, if one can be ready for such a thing. He presses his cock against my back door and pushes. I feel a slight pain as Jason's cock pops inside of me. Okay, right here, I know I should have mentioned this before, but it's just skipping between past and present tense, and I'm just wondering, what is this? Is this supposed to be some kind of dramatic? Is this supposed to be some kind of thing now? Jason placed his hands on my hips and pushed his cock deeper inside me. Damn, it hurt. I've never had anything up my ass before. He took his sweet time, going in slowly, only an inch or two at a time. Even with the lube, his cock felt huge and my ass was a tight fit. Jason pulled his dick out and I winced. He added more lube and pushed it back inside. I gotta tell you, this is not erotic in the slightest. This reads a hell of a lot more like IKEA erotica. Slowly, he worked more of his cock inside me. I think I bottomed out at 6 inches. You think you bottomed out? I'm not sure. I didn't have a measuring tape. I was too busy hurting. Jason must have gotten tired of taking it slow because he began thrusting his cock deep inside me. Hard and fast. I don't know how those chicks in porn movies do it. Preparation. Lots and lots of preparation. That is all. Take a gigantic cock of the butt and still smile for the camera. I was bawling my eyes out. No lie. That stuff hurt like a motherfucker. Slowly, though, I felt a change. The pain slowly receded, replaced by an odd, curious feeling. I felt good. It actually felt good to have a cock in my ass. So I relaxed and enjoyed. Jason noticed this too and panted and patted my plump ass. What the hell? I smiled and backed my ass up, driving his cock deeper inside of me. I felt wonderfully filled up. A few moments later, Jason erupted inside me. That one took me by surprise, both with its extent and sheer intensity. Jason's hot cum flooded my bowels like a hot torrent, and I screamed in sheer pleasure mixed with pain. I had never felt anything as intense in my entire life. Afterward, I lay in Jason's arms. Once more, I was stunned and dazed in every other word for shock that you used already. He asked me if I enjoyed my first anal experience. Of course I did. I never knew it could be that much fun. Or that intense. He smiled and kissed me. I kissed him back and we went to sleep. Tonight was the first of many new passionate nights for both of us. I found a great lover, ended the mother of all dry spells, and now I was making up for lost time. And then some. So yeah, that concludes that little ditty. I hope you enjoyed making WTF faces at your screen as much as I enjoyed mocking the shit out of it. Tomorrow, I'll be back with another story, and I just hope by now you'll have your happy pills and your favorite alcoholic drinks together, and hopefully we'll have a buttload of fun. Till next time, I'm LissaChelle, and I'll see you in hell.